The goal of lowering costs can be approached in a variety of different ways within the context of an organization. These cost savings are accomplished through a mixture of improved conditions negotiated with suppliers, lower product purchasing costs, and overall cost reductions across the board. Having an effective strategy system in place for managing workflows is one of the most critical factors to consider when operating a company with a positive profit margin. Taking the time to review your monthly expenses while validating your contracts and inventory counts are a few of the most important things you can do to ensure that your company's bottom line is always in the black. Those quality control steps will be the most important things you'll do if you want to ensure that your business is always profitable. Enforcing a well-defined procurement system can assist companies as they manage their supply chain and the risks connected with it. The challenges pile up, given the current environment of global, political, and economic volatility that are consistently impacted by changing trade regulations. Your local procurement process helps to avoid external swings of supply chain interruptions that could negatively or positively impact business. This is done by managing risks like financial risk, operational risk, or contract risk. An organization's procurement cycle will be more efficient with an effective procurement procedure, which will result in faster sourcing cycle times. The diverse ways of driving those potential savings are these. Topic: reviewing supplier terms. Ensure that a master agreement exists for all the suppliers. Discuss your supplier's options for procurement savings by altering your purchasing and delivery cycles. This may be as simple as a slight increase in purchases automatically triggering higher discount rates. Topic: consolidating suppliers and/or delivery cycles. Create savings on delivery charges and the costs of accepting those deliveries. Processing the purchasing documentation and invoice processing timelines will also impact labor expense efficiencies. Topic: consolidating purchase order requests. This step reduces delivery costs and purchasing documentation. Topic: reviewing purchasing requirements. This ensures only necessary purchases are processed for suppliers. Reducing excess costs and storage expenses is an effective way to ensure a company reaches procurement savings. Topic: purchasing from agreed catalogs. Ensure only one brand or type of product is purchased. Duplication can be expensive and unnecessary. Increased spending from one supplier will lead to improved discounts. Topic: reviewing inventory levels. Inventory left in a warehouse can be viewed as lost capital. It's a substantial expense of money, labor, and square footage to store products that are not in active rotation. And unfortunately, products can also expire, deteriorate, and/or become obsolete due to standards of technology. Topic: reviewing specifications. Is it possible to buy a lower spec that will do the same job? Topic: review replacement strategies. Renew items only when necessary and not as a routine replacement process. Factor the cost of waiting for a replacement and build that into your decision and justification. It then becomes necessary to replace a critical machinery part regularly, but it isn't necessary to replace most light bulbs before they fail. The same premise as preventive maintenance. Topic: ensuring correct management controls are in place. Are the right people ordering the correctly specified products for the job? This verification should cut down on excessive or incorrect purchasing. Topic: training. Train the staff in cost-effective purchasing and encourage them to save money whenever possible. Linking the purchasing system with the inventory and accounting systems is an efficiency gain. This not only saves on staffing costs, it also reduces human errors. Using technology accelerates the workload capacities and reduces communication costs. This also enables purchasers to access supplier catalogs and enhances the choice of products that may lead to purchase savings. Topic: centralized warehousing operations. If managed correctly, a centralized warehouse area is an ideal option for savings. Good management of the purchasing department is crucial to a profitable company, and procurement savings can only become more consistent when purchasing staff has increased involvement with product par levels and ordering cycles. There are considerable ways to make procurement savings, and all staff should be aware of these options and also trained in the best purchasing practices. Topic: streamline the negotiations. When entering into negotiations, the buyer should work with a supplier who has well-defined objectives and goals. You should never go into a negotiation unprepared, and you should be aware of any potential roadblocks as well as how you expect the final agreement will look when the process is finished. Without those goals, there is a significant risk that you'll give up benefits in terms of pricing, quality, or service. The goal of the discussions ought to be to achieve as much flexibility as possible while simultaneously reducing the amount of rigidity. After making that declaration, the negotiators need to make sure that they don't depart from their goals and give themselves the ability to negotiate issues pertaining to areas not originally scheduled as part of the conversation. Let's touch on a few other areas. Know your position. Be prepared to speak to your needs and reasons for them. Know the temperament of the people you're meeting. This is helpful in adapting negotiation tactics to the situation. Do your homework. Gather information on the person you're meeting. You want to know what makes them tick. Never let anyone have more details or information about your business than yourself. There's always value in letting the other person speak more than yourself. It's a great tool, and this allows you to learn simply by listening. By observing, you'll often learn the answers to questions in an informal way, which provides you time to consider follow-up topics. Mirroring, not in an overtly obvious way, but in a more subtle, nuanced manner. When used correctly, you build trust quickly and people feel more inclined to share information. If you're unfamiliar with the term mirroring, please take the time to research how it can become a valued skill set. When you're in a negotiation or a business meeting, be certain you've invested a great deal of effort and don't let your ego get the better of you or the circumstance. You'll continue to negotiate in a variety of different methods throughout these meetings and the overall process. These gatherings are unique and must invariably include two topics. Maintaining your confidence is the first step toward building trust. The foundation of any successful negotiation is built on trust. Establishing trust requires maintaining confident eye contact and hiding any signs of nervousness. This precludes the possibility of questions being asked. Ask as many questions as you like and probe further from a position of authority. That vendor wants to gain your trust so they can earn your business. Maintain a respectful attitude in all interactions with other individuals, whether they're formal or informal. This should be apparent to everyone at all times. Keep in mind you're there to accomplish something very specific. Don't let an emotional reaction from another person prevent you from achieving a goal that you've set for yourself and your employer. In summary, when you're negotiating over a price, one of the most important things to keep in mind is that you're not only talking about the price. You are talking about not just the terms and conditions, but also the delivery dates, quality levels, and a number of other factors. The cost is merely one of several factors to consider. There are two distinct approaches to bargaining that can be taken during negotiations. They're known as hard and soft bargaining. When you make a low offer and try to convince the seller to accept it, this strategy is known as hard negotiating. When engaging in soft negotiation, you begin by making an offer that's fair and then work to find a compromise between the two parties. The specifics of the situation will dictate which line of action is going to be the most effective. If the item you need to purchase is critical to the operation of your company, yet there are only a limited number of vendors who can provide it, you will surely be obligated to engage in rigorous price bargaining. On the other hand, if you're shopping for something that doesn't have as high of a priority for you and can be acquired from a variety of places, you might have more flexibility in terms of your price. Find the sweet spot between being extremely pushy and being overly submissive. The supplier will walk away from the negotiation if you're overly aggressive, and you will not achieve the result you've planned for. If you take no action, the vendor will take advantage of you and charge you more money than you should be paying. Now go hit the books and begin reviewing strategies that make the most sense for you and your business operations. Whether you were listening through headphones, earbuds, or your car speakers, I appreciate you hanging out with me. Now, if you would, go ahead and press that big subscribe button. It really helps me when you do that.